there, ARM tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Uncharted Waters 2, streamed live, and we're gonna do some story progression today. We've sort of messed around trying to make some money the last couple hours or couple episodes, and we've been relatively successful. Some wins, some loses. We are up to 1.9 million gold, so yeah, we're pretty rich. That's fine. Some countries are getting mad at me for all my investing, but -10, -5 is not too bad. I don't think they start sending out fleets after you till you're a bit higher than that. So if we stop investing now, we'll be okay. Also, we should do, at some point, some more discoveries for the King of Italy. That'll get us ranked up. And other than that, that's pretty much it. So we're gonna travel to Arabia, which requires sailing around Africa, of course. And we're gonna pick up some guns along the way. So let's speed along a little bit here. How many ships full of supplies am I gonna need? I'm probably gonna go... I've been doing sort of 3 ships of supplies, typically. So we'll probably stick with that kind of breakdown. Also, Smash, welcome to YouTube. They harass you in ports before they go after you in the seas. Yeah, that sounds sensible. It would be pretty brutal if they attacked you just for investing in 1 or 2 towns. I'm sure you can invest enough to get to -100 relations, and then at that point they send fleets. But for now, we should be safe from most of that stuff. Alright, we got some food, we got some water. We're currently in Bordeaux. We're gonna head down to Lisbon, buy some guns. We'll just do little super speeds here to cut down travel time a little bit. But yeah, we got a long sail, so you know the drill. I should be checking for first mates or whatever you call these guys. Hey Grotham, good morning to you. It's evening time in Ankylo area. But yeah, no more mates. Achievement for getting -100 rep for all factions. I feel like if you were a pirate, that would be very easy to do. I don't know if that's a real achievement. You just play as a pirate, Catalina, and just attack every merchant vessel you can find. I'm sure that'll work, right? Anyway, while we're here in Lisbon, I am mostly healthy. I'm still coughing a little bit, as the long-time viewers will notice for the stream, but not too bad, not too bad. Alright, so the main plan here is to buy guns. It's not even going to make us that much money, but I think it's hilarious. We're going to buy guns. There they are. And we're going to sell them to Arabians. We're going to instigate a holy war in Arabia, I think. We're gonna go right to Mecca and sell them guns. So let's speed this part up a little bit. I'll probably buy like 2 ships worth, because the price keeps going up every time we buy a load. We'll buy 3 ships load, and then we'll buy some more in Seville. I think there's only maybe 2 ports that we'll be able to buy guns in at all right now. So it's hard to split the market manipulation around. But unless Spain hates us, we can stop in Seville and buy some more guns. For whatever reason, you can only buy guns in Iberia. So that's what we'll do. Haven't been to Spain in a while. They're generally the bad guys, right? Between Spain and Turkey, they're always the bad guys in these Uncharted Waters games. We might be able to recruit a Logi. Let's see if this guy's any good. Well, he's got red hair. He looks clean-shaven. Vagabond sailor. He has a skill for knowledge. Well, maybe that means he's not a pirate, at least, right? I hate to brag, but, you know, you better join my crew. Yeah, we're not high enough level. Great. So if you wanted to, you could look him up on the list of mates and find out if he's like this awesome super mate. Super captain with level 20 stats or something, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna buy some more guns. So there we go. Guns are a little bit cheaper because you know, this place is at 100%. And, oh yeah, I know, I keep forgetting that I was gonna check out, I've got this one specific mate that's got the skill, negotiation skill, and I keep forgetting that he's supposed to be, we're supposed to be testing him out as our bookkeeper. Alright, we're gonna do 4 ships worth of food and water to make the travel quicker, and then that means 6 ships of guns. We got tons of guns. Everybody gets a gun. I feel a little bit bad too. I haven't really shown off the item system very much. There are a lot of neato items and weapons you can buy, and we have not been doing that. Alright, full supply. Let's go. Did we complete the Lord of the Shire? We did. The Lord of the Shire, Lord of the Rings, but only to Moria to Lothlorien. All right, we're gonna put a save down because you never know what's gonna go wrong on our long voyages, and in-game saves are slow. And yeah, so we're gonna travel south around Africa. We'll speed some of this up a little bit, and then it should be fairly simple, right? Don't forget your lime juice. We have some lime juice. We've got a cat. We've got lime juice. We've got pretty good figureheads. You know, we're not quite top of the line figureheads, but enough to prevent a lot of the bad disasters. Remember when we did our first couple explorations with like level 1 or level 2 figureheads? We had so many bad events between the mermaids and the Elmo's fire and the no wind and stuff. I don't know exactly how the game works behind the scenes, but definitely increasing your figureheads really reduces your bad events. So, always invest money in figureheads. That's the thing. There is, like I said, there's a couple better than dragon. There's like a goddess. I think there's a Neptune one and a goddess one, I think, if I remember correctly. But not only do they require the 1,000, not only do they require the 1,000 industry level, like they need the fully developed port, they also require you to have the right luck level. And of course that's, you know, luck. A figurehead, well, if you're a, what'd you call it, a, what's the word I'm looking for? A sailor who is, there's a word I'm looking for. Sorry, guys, I'm stumbling here. When you believe in bad luck and those things, you believe in all the myths and fairy tales and superstitious. You're a superstitious sailor. Then, if you're superstitious, you might think that a more expensive, a more blessed, a more lucky piece of wood on the front of your ship is what will prevent ghosts and other bad superstitions from killing you all. And therefore, your morale will be higher, and maybe you'll not jump into the sea when you see some manatees. Alright, we'll speed through. I like 4 ships worth of food is 23 days. That's a nice amount of travel time. There were some trips we were doing earlier where we only had like 12 or 13 days worth of food and water. That was just at the point where it's kind of obnoxious trying to stop and eat so often. So I kind of like the ratio of food we have at the moment a little bit better. Better explanations than most. I'm pretty sure that's what the game is trying to simulate anyway. I mean, these are mostly historical simulation games with just a touch of mythology and magical events. I believe you could probably try to explain away most of the monsters in this game with, well, actually it was just a normal creature. You guys were silly. This is just what some spooked sailors said after they sailed across the ocean for a few months. This is why it's a Spooktober stream. Our sailors get pretty spooked. We got some nice wind and currents here. Alright, welcome to Arabia. Let's hope that no one tries to attack us. Now, I'm not sure exactly which port or which place we need to go, but we'll start with Aden. It's allied with Portugal, so that's a good start. So I guess you check... Oh yeah, we're gonna sell them some guns. Yeah, here you go. Hello, BlueAnkylo. I have some guns for you. It's an improvement. Have some guns. So this town, Aden specifically, is apparently the place to get amber. But only if we invest in it. So this is like their specialty good is amber, I think. I think. Good job, chat, surviving the red Ankylo even. Wow, good stuff. So theoretically, we could invest here and maybe buy some other trade goods. I'm not going to bother. We're going to check the pub for events, though. Because we're looking for the Staff of Poseidon. Excuse me, have you ever heard of the legend of the Staff of Poseidon? We sailed to the Middle East very quickly, Grotham, you bet. Oh yes, there are many rumors about its fantastic history and special powers. In this world, there are Atlanteans living in Arabia somewhere. So where is it? Oh, I have no idea, but the fortune teller in Beirut may know. Thanks, that was really helpful. Alright, there's no one in Aden, so off to Beirut we go. It's a pretty big town. We got lots of good stuff here. We'll stock our ships up a bit. Did I sell? I sold 1 stack of guns. We'll sell more guns in each port we go to. Everyone gets some guns. Alright, now where is Beirut? You'd think I might be geographically inclined enough to know where Beirut is. I feel like... It's probably one of those ports north of us, but I'm not very good with Beirut. I'm not very good with geography. If I was playing Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego, I would have failed, because I'd have to look it up. So we're looking for the Middle East is the other way they like to name it. We're looking for... I haven't even found Beirut before. Oh no! He told us to go to Beirut, but I don't know where it is. I've been to Aden, Hormuz, Massawa, Cairo, Basra, Mecca, Qatar, Shiraz, and Muscat. So where do we go? Do I have to open up a Google Maps? It could be that there's a little island to the east. Alright, hold on. We're gonna use some 21st century technology. Where is Beirut? Should I know where it is? I don't know. Probably not. So, I've got a cool map. Just zoom out a little bit here. It's the west coast of... Are you kidding me? Do you know how far away Beirut is from us right now, guys? Do you know how far away Beirut is from us in the 1500s? Now, if this was the 1900s, okay, we could probably sail there in a week. It's a very long trip. We went all the way to Arabia, and now we have to go back to the Mediterranean. What a ripoff. Now, how am I going to sell all my guns now? Alright, well, we're going to go sell some guns here before we go back. But we gotta go all the way, like, if there was this handy-dandy canal at the Suez, we could just go right up there. But no, Beirut is, north of Jerusalem, if you know where Jerusalem is, in terms of modern phrasing. Modern-day Lebanon, apparently. Sorry, Lebanese, I don't know your country very well. Hopefully you guys forgive me. I would bet you very few Lebanese people know the geography of the central Canadian plains very well either, though. Like, fair's fair, right? Let's sell them some guns, though, while we're here. Here, have 400 guns. Do you sell anything useful? No. Alright, we're out of here. I guess we could check for crew, but that's about all I want. Yeah, Staff of Poseidon, blah, blah, blah. You said it... I wonder if there's somewhere else we can go, because they said go to Beirut to the fortune teller. We're gonna go all the way to Beirut, and they're gonna be like, that's great. Now go back to Massawa, or Mecca or something, which is where we are right now, essentially. There's a fortune teller right here. Come on, we don't need to go to Beirut. We'll just go to the Round Earth Society. Hit the books, hit the books, hit the books, hit the books. How old is Blue? You'll have to guess. What about this place? Do you guys have anything? It's locked. A diet of Timbits and poutine. In West Coast lingo, we almost never eat poutine. A malachite box. Ooh. I'm not buying that. You can keep your malachite boxes. Alright, when does the fortune teller open up? Probably the evening? Come on. Don't make me sail to Beirut. You can do it. I want to know about my life. 50 gold, you got it. You've got a good fortune. Have more self-confidence. There you go, everybody. Get more famous. Experience. Career just tells you about your experience, I guess. I am older than Final Fantasy 1. You are correct. I already went to the cafe and asked around. What are you talking about, dude? This guy just goes through the same event. Maybe we should do some treatment. Sometimes they give you tips here. Come on, someone tell me something. If you have arms, you can get a good price in Central America. You get more money here in Arabia, though. Weird. 1986, 1987, that's pretty close. When was Final Fantasy 1 made? It was a early generation NES game. Alright, well, we asked around. Let's go. I'm still looking for a port that sells something useful. Seeing as we're here, right? Great. If we wait till night, we can probably sneak into Mecca. There we go. Totally useless, but at least there's a barmaid here, or a waitress. Let's tell her about the ants. Did you know there's ants? Let's tell her about a penguin. Wow. Okay, now will you help me? No. I don't have anything to give her info. Oh, village people may be able to help you. That's so useful. Alright. Oh, look, there's someone we could recruit, though. Sabino. Ahoy there. Alright, let's see if we can get Sabino to get joined up. So let's see if this guy's any good. 50 gold a month. Deal. Sabino Balboa. Oh, he's got some skills. This is probably the highest level recruit we've ever had. He's probably our best combat character right now. Cannon skill plus pretty good sword and glove, or sword and fist. He's got the handshaking skill, the navigating skill, and the shooting skill. That's not bad. I wonder if he'll be faster than any of my other captains. Like, I wonder if he can beat 10 speed from Gus here. No. Alright, let's give it back to Gus. But what we can do now that we have an extra, we can have a first mate who's actually got the right skill for it. Sabino actually has navigating. It's possible he'd be a good bookkeeper, yeah, but right now I have a first mate that doesn't even have the right skill. So we need one more proper recruit for the bookkeeping skill, and then I'll try it. Was I born before or after 79? After 79. I'm not 40 yet. Alright, we want to go to the... I don't think the fortune tellers are going to help us. Lots of round Earth Society. These are, if you're playing the Japanese game or the PC version, I believe all of the round Earth Society, they're actually churches. Here, have some guns. You guys have anything I can buy? Hey, it's somewhere that sells cheap carpets. That's actually a really good deal. This is a good place to... We'll make some money. Because we can sell carpets for like $3.50 back in Europe. This is our target here. This is where we make money on the trip. Perfume. The perfume's not bad, but I think the carpet will be a much better deal. So let's deflate that a little bit more. And then we'll buy a fair amount of carpet. We'll, of course, haggle. Good. So at the very least, you know, for all this traveling around, we're going to make some profit off of it. As I speed through this as quickly as I can. One more load of guns. We're actually almost at 2 million gold again. Once we sell all these carpets, we'll definitely hit 2 million. And we're gonna keep, I think, 4 ships with, food and water. Just, I'm not gonna worry about, maybe, yeah, okay, this is fine. We're gonna make a lot of money off this trip. This is great. Having 10 ships is amazing. Now, we can get ships with a lot more hull space as well. Alright. I'm gonna stop visiting random towns now that we've loaded up our ship. And we're just gonna... We're gonna go back to Beirut, because they told us that's where to go. So, let's start going back around Africa. A fan art of a proper dapper BlueAnkylo. That'd be alright. I have had some fan art, not a whole lot. It's still a pretty small channel, all things considered. I don't do a lot of art myself, so basically anytime you see art on the channel, it's probably been someone's fan art. I'm not known for my Photoshop skills or the like. So we can sail for, what was it, 23 days, give or take? That'll get us to Cape Hope. Am I more of a mustache twirling guy or monocle guy? I can't really stand mustaches. I mean, I can grow a pretty good beard. You know, I am Canadian. But But I don't actually like mustache hair. It itches too much. But so I guess in that sense, I'd probably want a monocle. Yeah, drawing's tough. Drawing is like, I don't know how these artists do it. You know, you ever watch those time-lapse drawing things where you can't even tell what they're drawing until like 2 hours into it or whatever, and then it all just comes together and you're like, how did you ever figure that out? You're crazy. You know, I am quite impressed by people with true artistic talent. That's something that I just can't really fully comprehend. I'm not bad with music, at least. Like, I'll give myself a little pat on the back. I don't really practice a lot, but I actually understand music fairly well. So I can pick up a guitar or a piano and actually not suck instantly. But art, for me anyway, like graphic art specifically, it doesn't work. It's beyond my abilities. Alright, the only reason we stopped here was to get some food. This is just the McDonald's of Africa. It's about halfway around Africa. We just stopped there to get some fries and a burger on the way home. So we're headed to Beirut specifically. Beirut, I don't know how you pronounce it. If you're Lebanese, you let me know in chat how to pronounce Beirut. Because I probably don't speak the right language. Just... Oh, this is not good. I'm not close enough to the beach. Go! Alright, we took some damage. I haven't been stocking up on wood. So we can only repair like half of our ships. I need to bring more wood now that we have lots of ships. So that was my mistake. So that's going to slow us down a little bit. But we didn't take very much damage. Like, we only took like 5% damage. So it's okay. But yeah, I gotta be careful with these storms. Alright. Note to self, buy wood. Put it on the shopping list. Beirut? I mean, I have no idea what is correct and what's wrong. I thought it was more like buy root, like I'm going to go buy something, and then you don't really pronounce the T very, like it's a soft T or maybe even a silent T. I don't know. Beirut. Could be Beirut. I don't know. It's very difficult to pronounce a different language's city or name, right? Like, speaking English primarily, I don't know how other languages spell things. In Norwegian, it's Beirut. That'd be a strong T and a strong Y. But Scandinavian always have, like, hard T's for everything, right? Lots of oots. I used to speak a little bit of German. Not that it's translatable to Scandinavian, but... that was a long time ago. My languages have gone back down to 1. There was a point where I was halfway familiar with French. Okay, hold on. What have I got in my... I've got carpets. Hold on. Before we go wandering around Europe, I've got some supplies that I need to sell. Carpets sell particularly well in Northern Europe, more so than the Mediterranean. So, before we head over to Beirut, let's go to North Europe and sell some carpet. Canada has lots of oots. Oh, that's the American-Canadian thing. Right, because we pronounce... it's not even the oots. It's like... I remember reading about this, or listening to like something, I forget. But yeah, like, Americans tend to go, like, out or something, instead of oot. It's for, like, about and a boot. Yeah, I think the standard is a lot of Americans, like, they kind of roll the ow part. It's something like that, anyway. So then the stereotypical Canadian is, what are you talking about? But that's not actually how we say it. So we went to Bordeaux to sell stuff. A's? Everybody can say A. A is totally fine word to throw into any sentence. the typical use of A is to take a statement and turn it into a less of a strong like statement and to add a little bit of like question to your, so it's not as much of a pushing as more of a do you agree rather than you must agree with what I just said. That's another thing I've learned about in point. Hey, look at this. We bought these things for like 80 gold. This is great. I could sell them all here and we'd make fine money, but let's divvy them up around the ports to get maximum income. And, you know, this will cross back over the 2 million mark, and then we'll head over to Beirut. I guess I could buy some supplies. Oh, yeah. Oh, and wood! Let's have the mid-broke be some wood supplies. 10 was definitely not enough. Let's go with like 50. That should be a little bit more reliable. Sounds like a small thing my dialect add after each sentence. Yeah, that's, I mean, it's kind of a Canadian, it's not like all Canadians, like it's easy to overgeneralize, but it is a typical Canadian mannerism to add something like the word a to a lot of sentences just to take the pressure off of how you communicate. But, I mean, it's not just Canadians. I'm sure many other nationalities use the word a. It's just like using or huh. Alright, let's sell off some more carpet. Everybody gets carpet. Man, the fact that the price goes down so far every time you sell, it's like, well, let's just travel an extra day or two to get an extra, like, 10,000, 20,000 gold. Had a coworker from Canada, used it all the time. Yeah. Depends on where you're traveling. It is kind of fun to throw it at people a little bit if they're not ready for it. I feel like sometimes Canadians, if you move for work or travel for a long time, if you're in somewhere deep south in the States or whatever, you get sort of bombarded with like American culture, so you try to hold on. Like, there's not a ton of big changes between Americans and Canadians. Like, it's not like we're vastly different species or anything, but you're different a bit. And if you're bombarded by American culture, sometimes you want to hold on to that little bit of Canadian you have, which comes out through some A's and whatever, hockey and waffles and all the stuff that's stereotypical. But what else have you got? Alright, we got some more money, a couple more towns, and then we'll head over to Beirut. I mean, we are pretty much rich at this point, so there's no need to really worry about like optimal travel expenses. Like, it's fine. Man, but going from 353 to 308. You have hockey in the States. Some states have ice hockey. It's not the same. I mean, it's the same sport, don't get me wrong, but the culture around it is not the same. We are making pretty good profit on this carpet. I gotta say, we bought this stuff for like less than 100. We're making 350 to 360 per shop here. It's pretty good. How's our bank looking? We're at almost 2.5 million. This is probably a $500,000 profit just traveling to Arabia and back. That's not terrible. Oh, Pocky the Jap. No. Hockey, like with ice and a puck. I don't know how popular Japanese snacks are in Canada specifically. I've never actually even heard of Pocky. Let's see. We need like one more town, and then we'll go. I guess we can keep stocking up on water. Every shop, every town we go to, we gotta buy some more food. It'd be nice if you could automate that. The Anaheim Mighty Ducks? I mean, sure. But do you even, if Anaheim is still in Anaheim, Quite a few factions. Yeah, they're not too bad, though. They're like... It's just because I invested some money into a town that they thought was theirs. They're not really very angry. Is there rugby in Canada? Some. It's not the same as Europe, but there's definitely some. Most schools that I went to had a small rugby team. Not quite as popular as... Generally, it's Canadian football, which is slightly different than American football, which is nothing like European football, which is what we call soccer, of course. And so Canadian football and hockey are the two big ones up here. Don't sell to the Danish bastards. Okay, okay. Just for Grotham, there is Stockholm here. We can go sell him some carpet. No, that's Swedish. I actually don't know if there's any Finnish ports. Let me have a look at my map. Oh, there might be. There might be. There might be some Oslo or something up there. We'll go check. We'll go check. I know there's Stockholm. I know there's Copenhagen. I don't know what there is for Finland, though. Oh, there's something. What's this? What's this? We can go to Oslo. All right. This is as good as it gets. It's Oslo, currently owned by England. I don't know if that's worse, though. If Oslo has been occupied by English forces, I'm not sure if you'd be any happier about that. Just Norwegian? Right, Finnish is the other direction. Look, it's late. My geography is way off the map right now. Finland, east of Scotland. Sweden. Norway, Sweden, Finland. I got it. I know where everything is now. We're fine. We got some good tennis players in Canada. I don't really know anything about that one specifically. I never liked tennis very much. Alright, here you go. Have some carpet. Oslo. Enjoy it. It came all the way from Arabia. It's very valuable, fine carpet. Thanks for the money. Finland's north of Sweden, east of Norway. Look, I'm not going to pull out a map right now. I'm playing a 25-year-old game. I can't trust the maps in this place at all. Unfortunately, there's no faction for any of those countries. So you either bow to England or you bow to Spain, Portugal, Turkey. It's one of those nations for the 1500s. Anyway, enough messing around selling carpet. I think there's a faction for Holland. Worst thing that came out of Canada is Nickelback. I know, it's pretty popular to hate on Nickelback on the internet lately. Well, over the last, like, 10 years, I guess. It got super cool to be a Nickelback hater. Alright, Hades. Brush that pup. We're just traveling to Beirut at this point. There's really nothing to see here. I sold my guns, I sold my carpet. Now we're just headed inland, or in sea, whatever. Oh, we're out of food. Well, you know, that happens from time to time. Let's just speed this up. I hate to do it, but we're just gonna supply all. 40,000 gold. Now our ships are all stocked with water and food. There's no room for any goods. Finland isn't real anyway. There you go. Thanks, Kai. Oh, I think people hate on them because it was, like, a couple people hated on them and then it got popular to hate on them, so it was the cool thing. You couldn't like them because then everyone would make fun of you. And I'm not trying to argue that Nickelback is a good band. I'm just saying it became cool to hate them, which is kind of funny. Alright, so there should be some Beirut over here. Oh, I don't have anyone on lookout. This is great. Hold on. Small miscalculation here. We actually have to tell someone to look for Beirut. I think we'll only need like one person. It should be okay. Am I able to sail my ships with less than 35 crew now? I'm sure it used to take 35 to crew these fully. That's Jaffa. Man, I missed a lot of ports over here in the Mediterranean. Good job, Ankylo. Anything else up here that I missed? Just Jaffa and Beirut. Alright. Of course. We can't easily get in here. We gotta wait till night. Alright, so we snuck in, which is important. Now we gotta wait till it's... Actually, I don't know when the... I might have been able to go to the fortune teller in the middle of the night anyway. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah. But now we gotta wait till evening time anyway. You know, while I'm in the Mediterranean, I should look up where the rest of the skill trainers are. Because I could probably learn a couple more skills with my pretty high level. Was the reason you had 5 extra on flagship for lookout? So, it's been a while since we talked about our ships. Let's see. What's the easiest way to show this? If I remember correctly, in the past, these ships required 35 assigned to navigation to get full speed. So we set it to 50 for, you know, bad events at sea. So we'd have 35 on sailing, 10 to 15 on navigation, and some people could die and we wouldn't be lost. But it looks like 31 is no longer turning red, as in you're understaffed. So I'm wondering if my level's higher, that, you know, maybe having a higher level reduces the requirement or something. Nobody to recruit here anyway. Although, speaking of that, I should probably reassign them. Let me see. Let's maybe check that out, actually. So, yeah. 35, I thought, was the minimum requirement for full speed. Maybe I was wrong. There are definitely bigger ships, yeah. See, yeah, the numbers turn red when you're below the minimum threshold. I was sure these ships were 35 before. But it seems like they are maybe just 30. Yeah, 29 is red. And then if we can figure out the right percentage. Yeah. Yeah, there are ships with a lot more storage. As you get bigger ships, they tend to require more crew. So there's kind of a trade-off between bunk beds and, you know, needing more food to travel further versus having more storage space. These guys, the La Reals, they're specifically very fast. So they're a nice mid-level ship to... They don't have a huge amount of storage, but they're pretty decent and they're fast. So I can get away with 30 people? Did I just... Maybe I never understood. Maybe I just was always wrong. I thought it was 35, but it was actually 30. Well, this means we can clear up quite a lot of additional bunks. Yeah, that's great. All right, well, let's do this then. It'll turn unred as soon as we assign 100% again in the ratio. But yeah, usually red number is bad, lowers your speed. But this also means less upkeep for food and stuff, so that's totally good. And we'll keep, let's keep a few extra on the... Because I think a few people on lookout is still a good idea. You know what? We'll keep 40 on the flagship. That'll be fine. 40 and then 30. Can you get warships? Well, any ship can be a warship if you set it up correctly. We're trying to be efficient right now with low crew and no cannons, but you can convert storage space into bunks, and you can convert storage space into guns, or gun placements. And then you can have your crew man the guns. So, certain ships are better at combat than others, of course, but, yeah. Any ship could be a warship, and if you optimize it, you can get... No, what am I doing here? Assign. Back to 100%. There we go. I don't know why I was assigning 88%. That was dumb. It was short-sighted. Alright, and then on my flagship, so there's 40. We need 75% on sailing. 25% can be lookout. Perfect! So this means we can actually find new ports and still sail at full speed with less crew than I thought we would need. And most of my ships are up to 11 speed. We just need the investment to be a little bit higher level, the captain of the investment, and we'll have a little bit better map speed. Cool. Well, that was a nice little find. That'll actually save us a little bit of food for travel and all that stuff. All right, what else were we doing here while we're in Beirut? I guess we could check the item shop. Oh, bombs! Yes. Can we only buy one at a time? No, we're going to buy like 5 of these. So bombs make storms go away, which is great. And if we have a few of them, that'll last us probably till the end of the game. I think there's a limit to how much inventory you can hold, but we have almost nothing right now, so this is fine. There we go. Alright, yeah, we gotta go to the fortune teller once it's open. It's not a very well-developed port. I should check the trade just for interest's sake, but... cotton grain, cheese, nothing important. Alright. There were no captains here, right? Did I check? Yeah, I did check. Okay. So, we're just waiting for night, basically. Old guild worker. Well, we don't really want guild jobs right now. I think it's open around this time. Alright, here we go. Excuse me, I was wondering if you've ever heard of the Staff of Poseidon. The Staff of Poseidon? Oh my goodness! The staff gives the holder incredible power. It changes the man's spirit into power. Evil men gain evil power, and good men gain good power. Long ago, men, fearing that the staff would fall into evil hands, hid the staff for safekeeping. As time passed, the warnings of the elders were abandoned, and the staff was brought forth once again. The results were devastating, and the staff was lost again. That is the legend passed down over the ages, as you have heard. The staff was lost and remains so today. You're looking for the staff? Well, I was asked to find it, so the people of Masawa can restore the power of Atlantis and defeat the Turks. The restoration of the power of Atlantis. There's more to the legend. When the people of Atlantis fear the power and are in great need of help, the staff will appear again. Go to Cairo. If you tell them you heard about the staff from me, I'm sure they will tell you more. You just gotta go to Cairo, guys. Remember where I was a minute ago? I don't think the fortune teller knows what he's talking about. He's full of it. Alright. So Cairo, in case you forgot, let's have a look on the map for Cairo. I'm pretty sure I know where it is, though. Because this is not good. We need to look at Arabia, or it's called Middle East. Because we were in Cairo where we bought all this carpet. Oh, no, it's right beside Alexandria. Or is it? Okay, Grotham is suggesting that we can meet it on the Mediterranean. I thought we had Alexandria up here, but nothing else. Because this is Alexandria. Is Cairo just west of here? Or was it up the Nile? Okay, hold on. My mapping skills are failing me here. Got excited. If it's the little city, it's just a village. You can't go into those. Well, it's not what we're looking for. Come on, zoom in. The problem is, like, those aren't full ports. Maybe I've just never done this quest this far and I never understood. But if this is Cairo, it's not actually named Cairo, because this is just a village. They don't get names. You spend food to make friends, but we've already done the search here before. So I don't think there's anything we can find in that one. I bet you it's going to be up the Nile. If there's another city down here. I think there... The problem is, if it's on the other side of the canal, the Suez Canal, we can't get to it. I bet you we're gonna have to go all the way around Africa. See you later, Smash. Thanks for stopping by. I mean, it was flashing on the map at Alexandria. I feel like this is more confusing than it should be. Cairo. It's definitely flashing where Alexandria is on the map. Alright, now I'm getting confused. Let's just go to Alexandria and see if this is an Istanbul was Constantinople situation. And they've just decided this is two cities. Hey, at least we got some level ups, right? I mean, this is definitely Alexandria. We could try to recruit Benito Gomez. Why not? Knack for leadership. He might be a good captain. You never know. Not high enough level. Boo. Alright, mint tea. Let's buy some treats here. Have you heard of Tripoli? That means I probably haven't been there yet. It's probably... Is Tripoli north of Istanbul or somewhere up there? It's possible I've been to all these places. Oh no, I never actually sailed up the Italian peninsula. That's what I missed. I missed a bunch of cities in there. I don't think Alexandria's... I bet you Cairo is just on the other side of the... Ah, geography. It's killing me. We're probably going to have to say all the way around Africa again. What did he say? I just skipped all that. Let's head to Arabia again. Yeah, well, thanks. It's just annoying what was flashing. Let me, before we go any further, there's one other thing I wanted to check. While we're in the Mediterranean, we could probably learn another skill. Like, we picked up cartography. There are other skills you can learn with high stats, and we have pretty good stats. So I just want to see... It's in the middle of Egypt. Alright, so it's probably on... In this game, it's probably on the south connection from East Africa, which sucks. Let's see. Where do we go to learn skills? There's lots of cool guilds. So if we get, in case you're wondering, we can work up the ranks in the castle of in Italy, the Kingdom of Italy. We can go from page, squire, knight, baronet, baron, viscount, earl, marquis to duke. At one point, we will be much higher. Apparently, you get a 50% discount on something at that point. That sounds pretty cool. I'm looking for specific information, though. Let's see. Well, I got nothing. There are, like, quests you can get to go defeat pirates and collect debts and stuff. Just not what we're doing right now. That's from the guilds. And then all of the specialties. Taverns, markets, harbors. So there's Round Earth Society. We found the cartographer. There's the Marco Polo Bank, which is a special building we could go check out. Maybe that's all I'm thinking about. I thought we could learn more skills than cartography, but maybe I'm crazy. More late night streaming. Yeah, it's pretty late. I don't know how much longer I'll be going, but a little bit longer. Oh, for the future tubers, let's end the episode here while I look around a little bit more. And next episode, we'll probably have to sail to Cairo, but maybe along the way we'll stop and pick up a skill or something if I can figure out where to go. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.